Here's the new one that I love from the lazy media all over the place. Well, hey, there's no way the Dolphins can be better than they were last year. How do you know that? How do you know who they're going to draft, who they're going to trade for, who they're going to sign in free agency? Oh, and by the way, morons, what if they're actually healthy? Because part of the reason why they weren't very good at the end of last year and the year before, they were completely injury riddled. They've had the worst luck in the NFL the last 2 years with injuries. So what happens if they're completely healthy or there's only one guy missing or something? Well, how does that theory fly now? It's the dumbest shit in the world, bro. I get it, dude, the Jalen Phillips and the Chubb thing, and I understand that. And you got, I think the GM told you 30 to 40% of turnover. I think he told you himself that every team goes to 30 or 40%. Looks like Miami will be in that 40 percentile. Yeah, you need players. You need players every year. You're going to have to go get a defensive tackle. Yeah, you got to find a linebacker. Of course, you got to find a tight end. Sure, maybe you got to draft a lineman, a D or offensive lineman, depending on what's there at 21. It's every year, dude. Since when does that, like, what are you, Kansas City? If you're not Kansas City, everybody else has got to turn over their roster and start finding a whole bunch of things. Let's make it sound like Miami is the only one that's got to like turn over a roster, that everybody else has got their entire roster set. It's the stupidest, it's the laziest shit in the world. Can we wait to find out who they do draft, who they picked up undrafted, who they signed in free agency, who they may have traded for, who improved from within? Like, there's a ton of shit that can go on. Maybe Weaver's better than Fangio. You ever thought of that? Lazy as shit. But again, it's sensationalism and drama at its finest. Let's get you panicked by telling you, well, I don't know if they can be better. Oh, by the way, I heard the same shit with the Miami Heat this year. Go back and rewind and go watch the weeks leading up to. Go watch our Ira Winderman interviews. Go watch my Anthony Chang interviews. Watch me tell them I think this team's going to be better than last year's team. Meanwhile, everybody else is the people writing, everybody talk about, oh no, they're going to take a step back this year. And I'm like, no, I don't think so. I think they're going to be better, and they're already better. They're already starting to climb. They're not going to end up in the 7 or 8 seed. It's just, can we wait? You know what I mean?